Welcome, everybody, to another great episode of Real Life Matters. Of course, I am your host, DBoss, and I'm just hoping that everybody is doing their 15 minutes of laughing per day because that releases all the endorphins in your body. It keeps the blood pressure down. It keeps you feeling well. It warms up your vocal cords, and it's just what you put out into the atmosphere is what you're going to get back. And, if you don't have anybody to laugh with, you could just put on something funny or call somebody. But, in the extreme, you might have to go sign up for some laughing classes. Well, you can find out what's available in your area, or, maybe somebody will say, okay, pay me to make me laugh. You know what I mean? So you can all get that into the scope. But you could watch me Monday to Friday on CareVision, and we're in 28 different countries, including the London and the UK, and we're on Bell 5 channel 658 with a 12 million daily viewership. And and if in case you missed that and you missed any of my program, I come on at primetime night between 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you could go to my YouTube channel, DBoss Networks, and you could watch all the wonderful guests that I've interviewed there, so you wouldn't have an issue. But right now we're going to hear from someone before I bring on my special guest who's sweet, but like sugar. But anyways, we're going to find out right after our sponsor, Vital Fit. She comes on and tells us about healthy snacking.
Welcome to your vital steps to better health and fitness. I'm Joanne James. Today we're talking about exercise snacking. It's a fantastic way to fit exercise into your busy schedule. Exercise snacking is about taking small bites of exercise throughout the day. And it could look like this, anywhere from 30 seconds to 2 minutes of movement in some way, shape, or form is an exercise snack. You can, instead of taking the elevator, take the stairs up a flight. Or you can go for a brisk walk for 5 minutes. If you're watching TV, you can sit down and do some stretches or sit and stand to work those legs. When you're at work, do some stretches at the desk. All of that is exercise snacking. The beauty is it does not require a membership and neither do you need equipment. So take advantage of those small pockets of time that you have throughout the day to do some form of movement. You'll feel great. I'm Joanne James, and this has been your vital steps to better health and fitness. See you next time.
Well, thank you, Joanne James, for that. Healthy snacking, people. It doesn't mean that you're going to go out and have a big burger and all that. No, it's if you're sitting down on your computer, you're doing some, you're just sitting for hours, you're watching TV, you're watching your videos, and you realize, oh, geez, it's 2 hours past. I haven't even got up and walked around or stretched or anything. That's what that means that you're going to be doing. So, in all reality, it doesn't mean to go and get up and eat. Yes, you can eat healthy, but you need to have healthy snacking a part of your daily regime. So I thank you for that, Diane James. So we got our next guest coming on, and she's sweet like sugar, and she's a singer-songwriter, and I guess she does a lot more than that. But we're going to find out what it has been along her journey and stuff like that. So with no other further ado, I introduce to you SHUGA.
Greetings. Thank you so much for having me, and I love the title of your program, Real Life Matters.
Yes, yes, it is, and you matter. You matter to me most. And all the guests that come on, and this is a showcase that's provided that people can get to know who the person is, so that if you want to do business with them, you can, because sometimes you can't see somebody or get to see what are they. Oh, SHUGA laughs a bit. Well, I didn't know she did that.
Oh, yes.
Oh, she likes to go shopping. Some people don't, because they don't see you. So then they can find things that are relatable to them. So maybe they want to do business or purchase things from you.
Okay. Nice.
But anyway, SHUGA.
Yeah, man, but big up to all of the viewers right now.
All right. So everybody here at Real Life Matters, we like to know your cultural background and where you come from.
I am from Jamaica. I'm a Yardie. Uh, I grew up with both parents, mommy and daddy, and seven siblings. I'm the
Seven.
youngest. Yeah, I'm the baby. They call me the wash belly. Yeah, and life in Montego Bay in this very same year that I am now.
Wow.
Um, I can't say it was a bad life because when you're a child growing up, a lot of things aren't you don't really understand a lot of things. So I didn't know we were poor. I didn't. I just
Oh,
know that we had our baths, we had our meals, we were always clean, and we were always happy. Yeah.
oh.
It was not
Well, that's
until
important.
yeah, all of that is important. It was not until I started visiting, other friends' homes. That's when I realized that, oh my God, I'm short of a lot of stuff. How come I don't have no toys? How come I don't have that? How they have their own room? Stuff like that. And so I started
Wow.
to see things from a different perspective. I started to feel poor and, needy.
All right.
Yeah,
So,
man.
so,
Go
so,
ahead.
how did you? So, how did you come up with your name, Sugar?
Sugar. So I've been doing music, hanging around musicians since I was in school. Entered a number of different competitions, high school competitions, choir competitions, stuff like that. And so I'm always around music lovers. And one day I was hanging out with a saxophonist and I don't, what do you call them? He plays the steel pan.
Oh, the
And
fun players.
yes. And he said to me, how come you're an artist and you don't have no artist name? Because my birth name is Mitzi. And he said, oh,
Oh.
that don't sound like an artist name. You need an artist name. And so he went through a whole bunch of names. It was a joke that day, man. Some name him call. And then when he finally said brown sugar, that one it hit home. And I was like, okay, I like that name. It feels like me. I feel sweet. Yeah. But later on, I changed it from brown sugar to just sugar because a radio personality was using the name brown sugar, and there was
Oh.
an injunction signed against me using the name brown sugar. So I just dropped the brown and I'm using the sugar.
So you're okay now. You just have the sugar, and you can
I'm
use the
good.
sugar any
Feel
way you
sweet.
want.
Yeah.
All right. So you said you were brought into music, whether it through gospel or at church. You were starting to sing. So when is
Yeah.
that?
Yeah, because my mommy is an active member in church. And so
Okay.
my bigger siblings, they too were very active in church. We were a part of the choir at church, and we were always asked to either do song of meditation or something. And so it started from church. And I was also active in music at my high school. We would do JCDC festivals and compete against other high school choirs. So it's been a while since I've been singing and loving music, and that's how my journey all began until I started singing on the West Coast in different hotels, just exploring. And how that started was, trust me, was me being brave because one day I was hanging out at a studio and somebody said to me, hey, you know that the entertainment manager for Coral Cliff is here. And I said, really? Where is he? And I went to meet him. I approached him. I told him, my name is Sugar and I can sing and I would like to work at your place. And he was like, okay, you're very brave. You should come to karaoke. And I went to karaoke. I went to the karaoke and I performed. I performed that night like my life depended on it. Like it was
Wow.
yeah, I did. And 2 days later, I received a phone call from him saying that the resident band was on leave and he was about to hire a relief band. And so I could come and sing some songs with the band. So he asked like for a repertoire write a list of with all the songs, and you can come and do a rehearsal with the band. And I did that. And then from
Wow.
there, it was something else. While I was there singing, a friend of mine, she knows a musician who works with Tanya Stevens, and Tanya was looking for background singers, and we rehearsed all her songs, and we became Tanya's background singers. And from there again, things just kept happening. It's a blessing. It's a blessing anytime you set out to do something, because honestly, I was uncertain. I didn't know how I was going to get to where I wanted to. I didn't know. I was clueless, but I started. So all the time, you just need that first step.
Push.
That first step. That first step matters. Just take that step with a leap of faith.
So, who have you performed with? You said it with Tanya Stevens. Who else have you performed with?
Yeah. Um. Well, before I became my own artist, I performed with Davil and Tanya Stevens. I also sang. I sang backgrounds for a number of people in studio. Yeah, man,
Okay.
on a lot of records. Yeah. Bujo
Okay.
Banton,
Woo! That's what we're gonna say.
to name a few. Just to name a few, man. I've done a lot of work.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
And I know you were busy in the summer. Luck people, I had to catch up with this one. we booked, we booked, and then next no boom. She wasn't
Yeah.
there because she
I'm
was
so
busy doing
sorry.
all kinds of stuff.
I'm so sorry. But here we are, still catching up. And we're not going to
Yes.
miss a beat because we're going to talk about everything. Yeah, man,
All
summer
right.
was very busy. If you don't know what she's talking about, we're talking about the JCDC Festival Song Competition. Yes.
Wow. And how did you
Awesome,
do?
awesome. I was placed second, and it was an
Woo!
awesome experience. My friend Slash walked away with the title, and then Esco Levi was third place. All the songs
Woo!
were produced by Donovan Jeremy and Penthouse Records, and trust me, it was a beautiful year. It was a
I
beautiful year.
interviewed Esco Levi. I did him already, so I heard he came up with some good songs too.
Yes.
Yeah. But Sugar wanted to win, but Sugar, Alicia came second. You came before him.
Well,
He must be like,
you know what? To be honest, and I've been saying this. I went in the festival. I entered the festival competition with only visibility in mind. With
okay,
visibility in mind, because I have an album coming out soon, and
okay.
I want it to be visible. I want, people to see that, okay, this girl, she's where has she been? Stuff like that. So I didn't enter with winning in mind. Even though I was sending out every day, I was sending out broadcasts and saying, hey guys, vote for me. And I was voting too. But I know that most of the other competitors were doing so much more work than me, because my main aim was just to be visible, so that
Okay.
when my
You got the
project when my
public
project comes
awareness.
out, it would
Awareness.
bring awareness to people, I work the PR.
Well, you came up there with some pretty good for the PR. You came up pretty good. You came in second.
I
So,
know, so I'm absolutely grateful. I'm totally grateful.
all right. So, if you had the opportunity to do a
Mhm.
collaboration with any artist, any type of artist,
Junior
which
Gang.
three would you go?
Junior Gang, Stephen Marley. Not because they're Marleys, it's just that their production and the type of songs they do, they're always so different. And I like the challenge. I like the
Okay.
challenge. I want to try different things, and I just love where their production is. So definitely. How many did you say? Three?
Yeah. So you got one more.
Okay, so I have one more. Let me see. I've already worked with Marcia Griffiths, whom I
Mm,
emulate. Judy Mowat as well.
mm-hmm.
Um, I don't have a song with Tanya Stevens.
Okay.
Tanya, yeah.
All right. So, because a lot of people, they hear things, they watch, and they're like, okay, and then they start to reach out.
True.
All right. All right. So tell us about the songs that I have is on your new EP or no? These are, it hasn't come out yet.
No, it hasn't come out yet.
Well,
It
then you got to
hasn't
come
come out
back. You
yet.
got to come back when it does come out.
No
But
problem. I
okay.
don't mind introducing my music to people. I don't mind
Yes,
that.
right. Okay, so tell us about the song that you did with it's you and Soul something, Soul Rebel.
Oh,
Soul Rebel.
Soul Rebel. Skanking.
Oh, Skankin.
Yeah.
So, so
So that rhythm I think came out 2 years before with
okay,
Hezron on Montego Bay. And
okay.
so Soul Rebel reached out to me and they wanted to do something. And so I recorded that song and it came out a few months ago. Skanking.
A few months
So you
ago.
can, yes.
Okay. Well, we're gonna hear this one here, people, and see what she's made of, right? So you could sing, you could do whatever you want. It's all right. Here we go. Skankin.
Play me some music when I'm feeling down. Boy. Soul rebel, I string up the sound. SHUGA, go lock down the town. Skank, 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 say we gonna have a party vibe. Kick off your shoes, get loose and give thanks for life. Shake off back energy, make them go and chat. You still a move to the groove while them watch your back. Tell them we ain't never gonna stop. We just wanna live it up. Life is so precious and living is a blessing. So we keep grooving. Hey, we're skanking, celebrating. Let's party till the sun come up. Hey, we're skanking, celebrating. We're dancing all night because we are free. Yeah. We are free. And this is where we wanna be. Yeah. Yeah. Celebrate with whole hearted daddy. Yes, I'm a yardie. Step in the ways of my shop, so it's a mystery. Touch on in on the party. Beer good vibes, the round me. Good friends and laughter is a recipe for memory. I wave your hands if you're with me. When you lose, every weight is a victory. Happy people, a song is not fit way. Forget your troubles and just rock to the melody. Hey, tell them we ain't never gonna stop. We just wanna live it up. Life is so precious and living is a blessing. So we keep going. Hey, we're skanking, celebrating. Let's party till the sun come up. Hey, we're skanking.
Woo! Wait. Hey, that's a good one there.
Thank you. And I mean, we were just coming out of pandemic and I was excited. I was
We're gonna go
excited to
for
be
skanking
outside.
and skanking. I gotta play that one later.
Celebration, man.
That's really good, really good, really good. So
Thank
how
you.
long did it take you guys to put that together?
Not long, not long at all because the rhythm was already there and all I needed to do was put lyrics to it and record my vocals and send it back to them and they do the mixing. So it didn't take long at all.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. All right. So tell us about dancing the same way.
Dancing same way. No, dancing same way is my festival song. That's the song I entered the festival with this year. And this song, it just highlights the beauty of our Jamaican culture, how we are as a people. This one is Jamaica.
Okay. So this one is the one. It's like a. What do you mean when you're saying festival? Is it reggae music festival or is it kind of a soca mix or what do you think?
Okay. So the JCDC festival that we spoke about earlier
Okay.
is a song competition where different artists or talents, you write a song and the song highlights the culture of Jamaica. This festival
Okay.
has been going on for years. Yes, this festival has been going on for years. It's a part of our culture. And so I entered the festival with this song, Dancing Same Way.
Okay. All right. Well,
Yes.
we're gonna hear some of this culture right now.
Let's
Dancing same
go.
way. Dancing same way. I can't say it like you guys are Canadian, but anyways, it's okay.
Dancing same way.
All right, here we go.
Jamaica, how you feeling? It's a dancehall festival. Happy time. In my sweet one love Jamaica. God know it rough sometimes. Can't turn a blind eye, not even pretend that we don't notice the crime. But when festival come around and the radio crank the sound, in the burning heat we still move our feet to enjoy this year festival. Oh, we dancing same way, people jamming same way. We are real till the money's done. Work so hard, now we have been fun and we're rocking same way. People's rocking same way. Are we still feeling the beat? Marching out, covering the sweet. Now I know we've got some problems, but for all that we've overcome, just kick off your shoes, let's celebrate life because we are above the ground. Cause for all the fanfare and fame, Jamaica people back broad like cream. And if you don't feel right, take a Irish flight to make real romantic up. Hey, hey, oh, we dancing same way, we'll be jumping same way. We are real till the money's done. Work so hard, now we have been fun. They was dancing same way, we'll be rocking same way. Oh, we're still feeling the beat, marching on top of the sweet. Tell them Sarah come, all when we're facing tribulation. Black, green, and gold is a world nation. Rock at the Gibraltar in the Caribbean. Make a boy with a love with her and strong. We are rise and shine, what a best island. Perfect spot for your vacation. Take a sip on the beach and cup up on the sun. Have the celebration. Oh, we're dancing same way, people chanting same way. We don't real till the money's done. Work so hard, now we have been falling. We're working same way, people scouting same way.
Woo!
Yes, we're still feeling the beat. Marching on, cut the rhythm sweet. Hey, we dancing same way. We'll be rocking same way, boy.
Hey! Woo! That's a good one. So is this the one you won for?
I was placed second, yes.
Wow. And you sang about where you're from.
Yes,
Everything matched inside the wow. Well, I can see why you won.
I
Because
was
that
placed
match that showed
second.
the whole well you didn't win well you're still winning when you're in the three, so it's okay.
Okay.
We know it's first, second, third, but you're still in the top three. So
Oh,
you
okay.
know what I
All
mean?
right. I'll take it.
Right. You take the win. Take it for the win. Okay, so tell us about Caribbean people.
Caribbean people now. Caribbean people was totally not my idea, but you know, based on the fact that a lot of times different Caribbean countries, people from different Caribbean countries don't really get along. There's always some sort of competition going on there.
Oh,
And
yeah.
so the idea was to kind of bring a unity because we are all one. We are black people. We are from the same Caribbean, maybe not the same island, but it's one Caribbean. Yeah,
Yeah.
but we love one another
Ooh.
and drop the foolishness.
It's true. All right, here we
Yeah.
go. Caribbean people, fight across the nation. We are full of flagging. Come let we cool hands and we are one. No matter where you come from, which one. Caribbean people, fight across the nation. We are full of flagging. Come let we cool hands and we are one. No matter where you come from, which one. There's nothing in that people. No let your meal come. Neither and see that. Not grand all the talk, too much talk, we a move forward. One mind and the clock, we a move forward. Whether you slim or fat, we a move forward. Whether you white or black, we a move forward. Move forward, we a move forward. We a Caribbean people, fight across the nation. We are full of flagging. Come let we cool hands and we are one. No matter where you come from, which one. Caribbean people, fight across the nation. We are full of flagging. Come let we cool hands and we are one. No matter where you come from, which one. Well, a lot of people got to take note on that one. They got to take note. All right. So tell us about Phenomenal Women.
Phenomenal Woman is a song I wrote in a time when I saw a lot of women in my country being abused. A lot of young girls were being kidnapped. And the thought came to mind, like, when will it end? This has been going on for so long, and it's almost as if it has become a culture, and we don't want that. So many women I know, including myself, have faced abuse, rape, manipulation, all of that. And it's so sad. We wouldn't want to grow our children in a society like that, And so, because music is my way of communicating with the world, I wrote this song just to see what I could do with my superpower to make changes.
Okay. So this has a lot of thought into you and to other women who have gone through what you have gone through.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. This is a reality for so many women around the world. Been raped and abused and manipulated. I blacked out when he held the gun to my head. He didn't care about the tears running down my face, or that this haunting memory I wouldn't escape. Oh no, I was afraid and ashamed, so I faced it alone. But I found strength and now I've grown. If you encounter defeat, you can overcome. Time will end the night with the rising sun. See, I'm a phenomenal woman, as you can see. I am a great woman. I'm a phenomenal woman, as you can see. Mother of creation, it's all in me. I'm the sun that you plant your seed in. All is when you want to reason, a shoulder when you wanna cry. You can never replace me if you try. I'm the door to life that you came through. I cried when I get back to you. I'm your wife, your sister, your daughter, a woman just like your mother. She's a phenomenal woman. Wow. I can see that song being played in a movie track, or something like that. I can see, because it's a good song to go behind something like a movie.
Yeah.
So people, hey, if y'all get the call to movie, don't forget my coin. Don't forget it. All right. So have you been approached to do any acting or anything like that? Or are you that
Oh,
interested?
no,
No?
I've actually been 100% focusing on being a mother and
Okay.
music. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, because sometimes they're going in and taking the artist because you guys know how to perform, so you know how to act too. So,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, not yet.
okay. All right. So what's up next? I know you're doing your EP. So what's on the
Album.
agenda? Album.
Okay. So, I have a new single that drops in September.
Okay.
I have new music
Woo!
coming out, and I'm so excited because I have been working on my very first studio album with Pentos Records. Donovan Jermaine, big up yourself, of course. And we've been putting in a whole lot of work. Trust me. My father loves music as well, and every time he keeps asking, "When is the music coming out? When is it coming out?" I stop letting him hear all those songs. He'll hear them on the radio because he's too anxious.
Well, he's just
He just
excited
wants.
and he's happy
He's
for you, but you gotta wait
excited.
the
He just wants
process.
Yes, he just wants it out already. And so, but it takes a lot of work because, after recording, sometimes you do overdubbing, adding different instruments to bring it to a different level. And then there is the mixing process, harmonizing. Before we get to the mixing, you have to put different background vocals on it to bring it to another level again and bring life to it. And then there's the mixing process, and then there's the mastering process, and then there's the process where the business behind the whole business, where you have to sort out distribution and you have to get deals and stuff like that. So it's a whole lot of work. It might seem like something very, very easy, but it takes a lot of work, and the right people, and
Okay.
so Donovan Germain is working it all out, and I'm
Okay.
patiently waiting for my album to drop. But I know we're dropping a single in September, and I'm excited for this single.
Well, you
For me,
gotta
it
call.
was. Say again.
You gotta let us know when it comes out so you come back on
Definitely.
because we're all excited too.
Yeah, man, definitely. I mean, it is a reggae album. It's a
Okay.
full reggae album, and oh my God, I don't want to say too much.
Okay, we'll just leave it.
I have two collabs. I have Agent Sasco. I have Queen Africa on the
Okay.
album as well. I'll give you that, but the rest is for the next interview.
Okay. All right. So are there any shout outs that you want to give? Sugar?
Yeah, man, definite shout out to you.
No,
Thank you so much for inviting me on your platform, D Boss.
no
I'm
problem.
100% grateful for this interview. Blessings to all of the viewers. Many of you are just meeting Sugar for the first time. Blessings. My social media handle everywhere is Sugar Music.
Sugar.
SHUGA. Yes, SHUGA Music. So you guys can follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, all over. And of course, my music is available for streaming and purchase on all digital platforms. So I do
And
appreciate
purchase
that
the
support
music,
too.
people.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
Don't be cheap. Don't be cheap. Purchase the music.
Yeah, man. We appreciate that support. I appreciate that support too.
No, because that's how you
Blessing.
guys get in the ratings and people don't understand. You know what I mean?
Yes,
So that's
yes.
how it goes.
The production can be beautiful, the vocals can be beautiful, but if there is no support, then no ratings.
Yes. Make the comment, say you like it, even if you just say I like it, I love it, or something, and it all goes in. All right.
Amen.
All
Blessing.
right. So I do want to thank you, Sugar, for telling us about your journey. And obviously, the phenomenal woman said it all. So, I encourage people to go listen to the music, as she said where everything is. And, just follow her, support her. Come on. You just can't support one person. You got to support them all. All right. So I do want to thank you, Sugar, for coming on tonight. And I do want to thank the viewers for tuning in with me tonight with Sugar. And of course, your girl here, DBoss, and whoever else is watching. So good night and bye for now.
Bye bye.
Bye.